All right, everyone, here we go. We have our cloning demonstration, one of the simplest things to do when growing and what every grower should need. First off, you need to have quality cloning supplies. Here I have a Root Riot tray, 50 site tray. They're all pre-treated with Clonex solution, so it has a little bit of food, a little bit of hormone to get the roots going, and once the roots pop, they'll feed. I have my Clonex solution right here. It comes with the tray. It's like $30, right? Stick it right over here. No problemo. Booyah. Fiskars, I prefer Fiskars. You can use a razor blade. You can use a scalpel. They should be very sharp and clean.
I prefer sheer perfection.
And I prefer you shutting the fuck up when I do my instructional videos from now on, Devin. All right? But you should have very clean shears or razor blade or whatnot. Your shears, don't use the ones that you leave in the dirt. Don't leave the ones that you hack the plants down at the end of harvest. Those are dull. They're a lot of times dirty. They're coated in THC. And each and every time, wipe them clean with 99% rubbing alcohol. Let it dry or wipe it off before you start cutting on the plant. Okay, over here I have an overgrown mother. You'll hear us talk about taking clones from the bottom parts like this. Those are going to be easier to root. It's true, they are. The way the hormones flow through the plant, these are going to have less of the hormone that is the dominant or the dominant hormone that makes the plant grow up, which usually restricts rooting. Nonetheless, though, when you have a mother plant, you don't want to just keep cutting it from the bottom because you end up with a 4-foot plant with a little hedge on it. And that's bullshit. That's hard to maintain. So I am going to take some from the top. So I'm just going to go here on one of these main stalks. Ooh.
Hi.
Right? Look at that. Cut it right down. I have plenty of clones right here. I have up to 10 clones right here on this simple branch, all right? The top clone, you don't necessarily want to take it all the way up here where you have 2 nodes, which theoretically you can take those cuts, but I'm going to take it all the way down here. And I'm left with this. Now, the plant can't sustain this much foliage with no root zone, so I just simply clip it off, clean it up. Booyah, booyah. Same with the larger leaf up here. I'm just going to round it off. And I have a clone. Typically, these clones on quality, the top, very top will root, but on some more finicky strains, they will be harder to root. I take it, I dip it in first off, my bad. I scar the side of it, just simply, check out it. See that? I just took the skin off. That's all you need to do. Expose the inner derma a little bit. You do a dippity-skippity over here. Riding in my ride. A lot of times I like to talk to the girls as I cut them up. I'm like, oh, yeah, girl, you like that. I'm going to put that right there. But as I move down, you see these other nodes that I have. Boom. Yes, this hemp plant, of course. Right there, next one down. You see the stalk here? Cut off the extra stalk. That little bit of leaf there. I don't even need to round that off. Again, just dip it in. Each clone is about the same size. You don't want to take small clones or big clones or intermediate. You want to have it uniform. You don't have to press this down into the cube until it goes all the way through the bottom. You should just hold it. But see, you see how I'm taking it off the main stalk each and every time? I take it here. I'm still cloning off the main stalk. This has a larger surface area for the cloning gel to take hold. This is much bigger clone than I've taken, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Shear the side. Right? Scar the side a little bit. Dippity-skippity. Hey, do you mind, Devin, if these 5 that I'm taking right now are Dr. Duff's Head Start? Because I got a feeling you're going to take his lunch at your cloning expertise.
I'm convinced this is just a way to get me to make free cuttings.
Okay, so what do I have here? Now as I get down, you see these elongated branches, and that's what happens. The branch is going to elongate, growing towards the light. Now, I could stay here on the main stalk, larger surface area, but I want to feel this right here. Feel how the branch is. This is real woody. Okay, remove that leaf. This is real woody, so I know it's not going to collapse when I take a cut of it. So I'm going to cut that at the same angle that I've been cutting. What's that angle called, Horty Chris?
45.
A 45-degree angle. take off the extra foliage, round it off, scar it a little bit, just very lightly skin it, dippity skippity, keep going down. Now, if you have a Duff man of your own, I usually make Dr. Duff do the dippity skippity and planting because I don't want him touching the actual plants. But ideally, each and every node can be a clone, but it shouldn't be, if you know what I mean. This node could be a clone. That little growth right there, you could clone that. It's going to be dog shit, but you could clone it. It's going to take 2 months to grow up from there. So I'm going to cut that off. I have a nice size clone, 45-degree angle, a little skinning. Dippity skippity right there. And I'm going to go through that entire plant the same way. I'll take up to 50% of that plant. I'll take it down. Off this plant right here, I'll be able to fill at least 2 of these 50-site trays. If you do it right, these clones should have roots within 10 to 14 days. I'll cover it in a nice dome. Discard my cloning solution. You don't want to use it every time, even if you don't use it all, unless you can reseal it. This is obviously a one-time use. And that's it, guys. Hopefully you clone better with a little help from Heavy T. DFCRadio.com.
.com.